In this lesson, we will walk through creating and using temporary tables. A temporary table contains data only when it is in use or instantiated by a particular process. The data is automatically deleted at some point after all references to the table go out of scope. There are two main types of temporary tables. We have in-memory and TempDB. TempDB tables have a persistent schema in the database, but they are configured to delete table data when references to the table go out of scope. In contrast, in-memory tables do not exist in the database by default and is instead held in the memory until the size reaches 128 kilobytes. In-memory tables cease to exist when references to the table go out of scope. An important thing to remember about in-memory tables is that once the table size exceeds 128 kilobytes, the system begins to allocate additional space between the RAM and disk space, which can cause performance to suffer. Because of this, it is recommended to use TempDB tables to handle larger temporary data sets. You can specify whether a table is a TempDB or in-memory type by using the table type property in the Table Properties pane. TempDB tables are often used to store data from reports, as report data is usually temporary in that it is not needed after the report is closed. On a final note, the data in a temporary table is controlled through code and cannot be seen by using the table browser feature. Here you can see on the right-hand side, we have the table type where we can specify if it's a regular table where it will be stored in the database or an in-memory or TempDB table.